So coming to the unitary features of Indian Constitution, the first point is strong center. Now in these unitary features, everything will go in favor of the center. This thing you should keep in mind. Everything, every point will go in favor of center or central government. Okay, strong center. The formula, this is the formula to remember the unitary features. What is the formula? The formula is all these points will bias towards the center. Okay, so first is strong center. In our country, the center is very strong. When we made our constitution, there was a choice to the constitution makers, that is to make the center more strong or to make the states more strong, or to make the center and the states both equally strong. We made center more strong than the states. Why it was so? There is a history behind this. In the British time also, the states basically the states in India were having fissiparous tendencies. That is, they wanted to secede from India. Okay, some of the states wanted to secede from India. Basically, some of the princely states did not want to join either India or Pakistan. But by somehow we persuaded the British to ask the princely states either to join India or Pakistan. They cannot form independent countries. Okay, so in this process, when the British went away from India, they told the princely states, there were hundreds of princely states, they told the princely states that they cannot form their own countries, they will have to merge either with Pakistan or with India. And it was decided by the people's will of those states. So they decided to merge either with India or Pakistan. Some of them came to India and some of them went to Pakistan. Most of them came to India because of the population's will. So because of this thing and because of certain other things like cultural differences, religious differences in India, okay, you know that in Eastern India and in Western India, different cultures and different religions are there. In Northern India, culture and Southern India culture is totally different. Okay, so central government in India has to be very strong. If central government will be strong, only then our country can remain united. If our central government if our central government gives more powers to the states, okay, the states will doing different things and they will start bullying the center itself. So the central government in our country does not do away with its important powers, and it wants to keep the important powers with the central government itself. Okay, so basically our central government wants to be strong, and that is why here the first point is strong center. It is the first unitary feature of Indian Constitution. The second point, that is states not indestructible. States not indestructible. If you cut not and in, because both are negative, not is also negative and not is also negative, and in is also negative. If we cut both the negatives not and in, the sentence becomes states are destructible. That is, they can be destroyed. For example, if the center wants Uttar Pradesh, okay, to be converted into 6 states, it can do or not? It can simply do it by a simple amendment, which is very easily passed. Okay, so if the center wants to change the name of UP, it can do or not? It can do it very easily. If the center wants to change the boundaries of Uttar Pradesh, it can do or not? It can do it very easily. How? By bringing an amendment, and this amendment is very easy as compared to other amendments which are difficult. Okay, so the central government in India can destroy a state in India completely. Okay, it can divide the states into 4 or 5 states or 2 states. it can change the boundaries of that state, it can change the name of that state. So whatever the center wants, it can do to that state. In fact, to every state, not especially to UP, because I gave only the example of UP, but it can do it to every state. So the point is, states are destructible, so, but you have to write it like this only, states not indestructible. I think you got the point. Okay. Third point, single constitution. So I already told you in another lecture that in India we have a single constitution. Earlier the state of Jammu and Kashmir was having a constitution for itself, but now it has been converted into a union territory. So the question of its having a separate constitution is finished. So now India is having only one constitution, and that is Constitution of India. But on the contrary, in USA, every state has its own constitution, and USA as a whole country has a separate constitution. So there are 50 states in USA. So there are 50 constitutions of 50 states. Okay, so totally there are 50 constitutions in USA.